This weekend is another one of those weekends where my husband is out of town. And ironically, I am filming this on the same day that I am posting a video about the last time my husband was out of town. As usual, I have a sick kid home today. So it is Thursday right now, about 3 a.m. My oldest woke up with a sore throat. So we were down in the kitchen doing honey and lemon and clove essential oil and all sorts of things to try to take care of his sore throat. And I did get him back to sleep. He slept till about 7 this morning, but he is home from school today. My husband leaves tonight right after work, so I'll have to say goodbye to him on his lunch break. And I was really looking forward to kind of like a calm, normal weekend. And of course my kid got sick. I don't know at what point I'm going to start like expecting it and laughing about it, but I'm not at that point yet. So right now my boys are downstairs watching TV. Makeda's at school and I needed to catch up on a little bit of laundry. So I thought I would catch you guys up on my life a little bit. In just 1 week, my husband and I are taking off for our first couples only vacation in what I want to say is almost 6 years. The last time we went away was for our 10th wedding anniversary, and we went to New Orleans. I kind of told you guys about that when we took the kids to New Orleans. I didn't expect it was going to take this long to do another couples only vacation, but I also didn't expect my husband to, you know, do a career change, go back to school, move to, you know, 2 states over and then across the country. Like, life just kind of threw us a little bit of a curveball. And don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have it any other way, but it has made it difficult to do things like that, because when you live off of student loans and state assistance, you don't have extras for things like vacation, period. The only, like, let's see, as far as vacations in the last couple years, and by we, I mean my parents, treated us all to Disneyland when we first started school. And that was a really, really fun trip to take the kids on, and they had a freaking blast. We all had a blast. And we did a road trip to SoCal. That's really about it. We haven't really done much else, but the whole drive across the United States was pretty freaking cool, if I say so myself. I mean, it was hard. There were very challenging moments, but I'm so glad we did it. And I think the memories on it will last a lifetime. So I don't regret it one bit. I actually have a hard time saying that. I do regret it a little bit because it was really hard on my 2-year-old and therefore hard on the rest of us. But I wouldn't take back that experience, even with all the hardness of it. My husband and I are headed to Maui, and this is to celebrate my in-laws' 40th wedding anniversary. I am so excited that they asked us all to join them. They asked if it was okay to have it be a kids-only trip. Heck yes. So my mom is actually coming here to stay with our kids, and this will be our first time we've ever left Callan overnight. Now, I've had, a little over a year ago, I had surgery, and he had to go most of the day without me, and he was with my mom. He did amazingly well. When we went to our conference last year, we had left him with our neighbors for 8 hours. That was a hard day for him. By the time we got home, he wouldn't even look at me in the eye. He was so mad. So I do have a little bit of anxiety about leaving him, but he couldn't be in better hands. I mean, really, my mom would be my first choice of people to watch him. And I know she will fill up his days with all sorts of fun activities that'll keep him from missing us. But I mean, I can't help it. I'm a mom. There is a little bit of that concern of how he's going to do. I'm doing my best to prepare him. We are talking about it on a daily basis. And sometimes he's like, oh yeah, grandma come, mommy, daddy, airplane, and he's fine with it. And other days he goes, no, mommy, no airplane. So I think he's at least grasping the concept to the best of his ability. Like I said, he's never been without me overnight. And part of me thinks we're crazy for this being our first time going overnight without mom and dad, and we're taken off for a week, right? But circumstances, this probably is not the ideal time for us to be leaving on a vacation, but we couldn't say no to an opportunity like this. This is gonna be like our first like vacation of us just getting away from home, being together, and just doing fun stuff and relaxing. And I am not gonna lie, the thought of laying on a beach without having kids come and kick sand in my face or ask for another layer of sunscreen or need food or snacks or mom come do this, like just to actually get to lay on the beach, get a tan, feel the sun on my skin, and just enjoy the company of my husband and his family. It sounds like heaven. I absolutely cannot wait. That being said, there's a lot of prep I gotta do this week, and having a sick kid and my husband out of town is going to make it a little bit challenging, but I am up for the challenge. So we just said goodbye to my husband. I meant to like film a little bit while he was here, but it just ended up being such a rushed lunch. He was trying to help Skylar get some library ebooks on his Fire tablet, and it just was a little more time consuming than we expected. But now I'm gonna have to sit down and finish editing my vlog because it is Thursday. It is the day I post my videos, and I'm so running behind. Like I said, having a sick kid kind of throws things off a little bit, but I try to give myself the grace to go with the flow. And yeah, so let's see what I can get done during nap time. I hate that this room has such terrible lighting when the sun goes down. So I just got the kids in bed, and Kellen is still on and off crying. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he senses that mom and dad are leaving for their trip soon. I don't know if he's just tired. I don't know. Maybe he's catching what Skylar has and he's not feeling great. Please, Lord, no. I'm not gonna lie though, this weekend kind of feels like a deja vu 2 weekends ago when Nat was gone at that conference and Kellen was so sick. Thankfully, Skylar's a little bit more self-sufficient. He understands what's going on. That makes it a lot easier. I think he's gonna be going back to school tomorrow. I think he's feeling well enough. Just continuing to pump him full of liquids and give him all the immunity boosting foods I can. So we're gonna hope for the best, and if not, we'll just deal with it. I might have to rock this little one to sleep though. I don't know why he's so cranky. So I'm just now heading to bed. It's like 1:30. I'm gonna regret this tomorrow. I stayed up so I could talk to my husband when his plane landed. I'm gonna be so freaking tired. Oh well. Hey guys, we're here in the Old Navy parking lot. We decided to run some errands for our trip, and I was hoping I could find some shorts for Nat, but they didn't really have a whole lot of selection because, you know, it's basically winter, so they're like clearancing out everything. I did find a couple t-shirts I'd like for him, but I ended up not picking them out because unless I can find shorts, like there's really no point, in my opinion. So now we're gonna head to Whole Foods. What are we getting at Whole Foods? Do you remember? We're gonna get some sunscreen. Somehow I keep forgetting that we still don't have AC in our car. I'm really hoping I can get it fixed before my mom has to take care of the kids because she's gonna die in this thing. But in the meantime, it is so hot. It's 86 degrees outside before counting the humidity, so we're melting. But that's okay, because clearance sales were awesome. I just wasn't expecting to buy a lot. I came for like 2 things, but then there were so many sales I couldn't really pass them up. Whole Foods, I did find my sunscreen that I needed, so that was good. And I love that these are reef friendly, but also have no like damaging things for your own skin. So takes care of my skin, takes care of the beautiful reef. Feel good to use these in Maui. If you ever want to check on your sunscreen and see how it measures up, you can go to ewg.org and see how your sunscreen rates. And no, that is not sponsored. I just believe wholeheartedly in making sure that things that you are putting on your skin and that's being absorbed into your skin is actually not harmful for you. So I will show you my Target haul in the next video, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you know when that post goes live. But I better get some lunch in me before my kids get home from school. I was at Target a little bit longer than I was planning on. Calvin's asleep now, so boot time. Just whipped up this Greek salad with lots of extra so I can put it in the fridge and have more food tomorrow. Surprisingly enough, it is 4:30 and Callum is still asleep. So while I'm enjoying my cup of coffee, I also am going to try to deep clean the house a little bit. Are you on your scooter? Do you think you could give your binky to mommy for a little bit? A little bit? Thank you. Should we go to Fee's house? Should we see if she's home? I have something for her mommy. A car? Oh, a puppy? I see it. Okay, let's go to Fee's house. Well, let's at least go catch up with Bro and Sissy. Hey friends, so I'm sorry I kind of left that vlog hanging there. Yeah, we went to our friend's house to get our hair done, and I'm not gonna lie, it was a rough day. I'd kind of neglected Makeda's hair for the last couple weeks, so it was in really bad shape, and it was a painful experience for her, a lot of screaming, and then on top of it, our friend has twins, so we were helping her take care of those babies, they're newborn twins, as she was helping us with Makeda's hair. So it was a very hectic afternoon, and then we were all so pooped by the time it was done that we just stopped and picked up some frozen pizzas from Publix and came home and ate those. So yeah, but my husband came home early this morning, like I think he crawled into bed like 6 a.m. We let him sleep for a couple hours, and we have had a totally relaxing day, which has been much needed. A lot of family time, and we actually my husband and I sat down and we reworked our budget, which just needs to be done so bad since moving here. I feel like we've been here long enough that we can finally get a handle on, what our actual expenses will be month to month instead of just guessing. So it was good for us to sit down and get that done. And did some meal prepping. I made a bunch of breakfast burritos so that when my mom is here, she doesn't have to worry about breakfast with the kids. It's already done in the freezer, and all I gotta do is nuke them in the microwave. So I am currently making dinner. We're trying a new recipe for the kids. If you guys remember our meal planning video, I kind of talked about how we have themes for each night, and Sunday is try something new. So I've got some butter and some garlic on the stove top. I'm adding in, this is just chopped onion and bell peppers, and I cut these up while I was meal prepping for the week. So when I was doing my breakfast burritos, I got all this prepped for dinner. So makes it nice and easy because now I just pop it on the stove. So I'm starting off with that, some salt and pepper, and I'm gonna let this cook a little. And once they get softened up for the next like 5 minutes or so, I'm gonna add in some sweet potato. And I'm super excited because my kids haven't had sweet potato in a long time, and I think they're really gonna like it. And it's such like a good, healthy, complex carbohydrate, I guess is the best way to word it. So it'll help fill them up without being like that, like those white carbs, if that makes any sense. So I hope they love it as much as I do. This has become one of my favorite breakfast meals, and my husband tried it the other day when I had made it, and he was like, babe, this is awesome. So I hope the kids think it's as great as we do. I'm just gonna let them get a little crispy on the edges before I add in the eggs. And I'm gonna show you guys my little sauce. So it is just mayonnaise with a little sriracha mixed in. I use the mayonnaise made from avocado oil because it's a lot healthier for you. And then I just squirt in a little bit of sriracha mix, squirt it like taste, squirt in a little bit more. So this is what, the lighting in here is terrible, but it's just a little bit peachy, pinky, whatever. And then I like to drizzle it on top of the meal. So I'm taking a Ziploc bag and putting it in a glass like this, and then scooping this in here. And I just pull it out like this, and I will end up cutting off the corner and then just kind of squirting it on top of the food. Oh, speaking of, I forgot to show you, my husband brought me home a little present from Arizona. How pretty is that? Does he know me well or what? All right, so I got about 6 eggs whipped up here with a little salt and pepper, and I'm just gonna pour them on top of here. Normally with this recipe, I do easy over eggs, but I know that my kids don't like that. So we're just gonna do like scrambled on this and make everyone happy texture-wise.